Supporting Arsenal is never easy. I'll tell you that for a fact. And if that's what's in store for us for the last 9 games of the season, I wish nothing but the best in hell for everyone in this fan base. Because my God, we might be all on life support. Jesus Christ, especially when we still got Manchester City to play away at the Etihad. I mean, these next 3 months are going to be either the best 3 months or the worst. There's no middle ground to it whatsoever. And today, I'm not going to lie, we caught life at times. We really did. These performances at home, especially in big games, I don't know what is going on, but there's always this like mismanagement every single time. We play in a big game, we do something stupid, we make ourselves our own enemies. I mean, we scored 3 goals today. 3. All 3 from corners. Yet we won the game 2-1, which I predicted before the game, by the way. Because I just knew that Arsenal were going to make it nervy towards the end. I thought we were going to go 2-0 up and Chelsea would get a consolation. But, they equalised before half-time. Then we made it 2-1, despite us being under the cosh for the majority of that second half, by the way. I mean, Chelsea had a fair few opportunities from corners and we were struggling to deal with them, to be honest with you. David Raya deserves huge credit today because he was arguably man of the match. And I ain't hearing no Robert Sanchez comparisons, nothing like that. Chelsea fans were telling me all about Robert Sanchez. In fact, he's having a very good season. Sanchez is better than Raya. I mean, today, Raya showed him levels. A couple of big saves. Especially the one at the end. Excellent. And he's been under scrutiny lately. And rightly so, because he's been flapping from crosses. But it's safe to say today, he bailed us out. So credit to him. And he deservedly was on the winning side today. I thought the whole defence was solid, to be honest. I thought Nketiah, apart from the own goal in the first half, I thought he was class. Once again, I thought Gabriel was colossal at the back. Saliba, I thought, was solid, and so was Timber. I'd say the rest of them looked mid, to be honest. I thought Trossard was absolutely dreadful. I don't know why he continues to play games, to be honest, right now. He's a super sub, at best. I thought Eze, his touch at times was horrendous. I don't think he had a good game whatsoever. Saka didn't get into the game. I mean, he's coming up against Hato, for God's sake. Their second choice left back. Or, to be honest, he's predominantly a centre-half, isn't he? Playing out of position because Cucurella's out injured. But Saka didn't really get the best of him once. Apart from when he got booked. But then again, that was Timber who won the free kick, didn't he? Which, I'll be honest, was never a free kick because Timber, not going to lie, he did play for that, but we'll take it, innit? We will take it. Gyökeres got him behind a couple of times, but was just so isolated. So isolated. We had 2 or 3 opportunities, maybe 4 actually, in the first half, where we had the opportunity to pull the trigger, but we decided not to. And I feel like sometimes in these big games, we're just allergic to shooting. And that's the issue. That is the biggest issue. Why are we not brave enough in the final third? That is my problem. I thought, the first half, let's be honest, I don't think anyone necessarily pulled up any trees. I thought Chelsea were pretty poor in the first half, and so were Arsenal. And I think probably had a 0-0 written all over it in that first half because everyone was slipping over and yeah, it wasn't a good watch in that first half. Second half, Chelsea definitely came out the traps and I thought they created a couple of opportunities from set pieces, but you can never out set piece us in our own gaff. That's never happening whatsoever because Jurrien Timber pops up with the winning goal. Robert Sanchez, pretty weak from the corner, to be honest with you. I mean, it was never a foul in the first place. And, Chelsea got themselves another sending off, which I think that's 10 red cards. They've had more red cards than they've had clean sheets this season, which is kind of mental when you think about it. Don't know what Pedro Neto was thinking. But, Martinelli, who came on, and to be honest, I thought was our best attacker today. I thought he looked really lively. And Martinelli against tired legs is definitely the way to go for me, although I don't really want to see Trossard starting at this moment in time. I think since December, he's really taken a dip in form. So I think it's about time we bench Trossard for a couple of games and maybe play Eze out to the left. And because Havertz is back from injury, I think it's time to play him behind Gyökeres because, that is the formula that worked prior Havertz's injury. Not the one, obviously, he picked up around... when did he come back again? Came back around February, didn't he? So the injury he picked up at the start of this season. So I kind of want to see that, to be honest with you. I think see Eze's future being out on the left. Whether Arteta will try it, I don't know. Because, again, since that Villa game, he's not really played out on the left. Or should I say he's not started there. So that's what I'll be considering. I'll be going Havertz in behind Gyökeres and then Eze out to the left. Because Martinelli doesn't do enough when he starts games. And I think you have to start Eze consistently now. You just have to. He didn't have a great game today, but still, you've got to play him into confidence. And when do we really play through the centre? Not really. Because, Zubimendi, I don't know what's going on with him in big games, really. Like, the guy always has that bozo gene about him. He reminds me a little bit of, hear me out, but he is almost like the Ramsdale of midfielders, if that makes sense. He always has that, bozo in him. I don't know what it is. In these big games, especially, he'd done it against Tottenham. He'd done it against Man United. And today, he nearly did the same thing. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think him and Declan Rice, one of them needs to be rested. It was good to see Norgard back on the pitch. So hopefully this time out he's actually be trusted because, this is why we brought him in. Hopefully Declan Rice didn't come off injured, actually, because it's not like Arteta to bring off Declan Rice in a game like that. So hopefully that's not an injury. But, Norgard came on and he did what he needed to do. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot I can say, really. It wasn't the best game to watch in terms of quality because it was just, 3 corners were scored. Nothing much from open play. But, Arsenal got the 3 points and all we can do now is take each game at a time. But performances need to pattern up for real, especially at home. My God, I don't think we can put up with this from now until the end of the season, especially when you've got Man City right on our necks. Performances have to increase because, them sort of performances aren't sustainable, especially in big games. And if you're going to Man City away from home, and then Zubimendi, who, I don't know, just shits the bed every time in big games, it's just... It's a bit nervy, to be honest with you, it really is. I don't think I'm mentally prepared for this title race, We should be gone clear ages ago. And then we can focus on the Champions League. But now we've got into a position where we absolutely have to beat Man City at the Etihad. Or just get a result. We can't afford to lose. And with City with a game in hand, I don't know if I'm prepared for it, but we'll see what this team has in store for us for the last 9 games of the season. Every single game from now, lock the fuck in. because 3 points in every game is a must. And we're 9 away from basically doing history, innit? So, listen, finally breathe. We move to Brighton, I think, on Wednesday. And, yeah, we need to see better, that's for sure. But we've got the 3 points nevertheless. Let me know who your man of the match was in the comment section down below. Your overall thoughts on the game. And, yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.